Every year in Canterbury, 329,000 tonnes of rubbish gets dumped into landfills. That's 622 kilos per person each year. To highlight this issue, we approached 10 emerging artists from around the Canterbury area and asked them to take up a challenge. And that challenge was to create an artwork out of rubbish, recyclables, discarded items and junk. To judge the works, we enlisted the help of New Zealand artist and tutor Tony Bond.
To me, it's kind of a natural thing to use what's available, and if you don't, there's so much stuff around to use, and so I never really saw anything as junk. These are your tables, and I'd like you all to get to it.
Each artist was given their own box of specific items to work with. However, they were not limited to just these items. There were all sorts of materials to choose from, access to tools and a time limit of 6 hours to complete their work.
This is good. I've got lots of good stuff here to use. But I do have a secret weapon, and it'll bring everything together quite nicely, I think. I'm onto something.
When they first approached their table, some probably weren't as happy as others because they saw things which they thought, they could create something quite interesting with. There were a couple who were probably hoping to get a different table.
It was pretty scary when everyone ran to materials and things and coming up with an idea so quickly.
I was shaking when I first started because I couldn't figure out what to do, and then when I saw Tony actually activate the sewing machine and I found this neoprene, I thought, well, that's it. So that was a huge help.
I'm just doing some little test piece things at the moment just to see what I can do with the materials I've got. I've got a basic idea in mind, but it might change over time.
It'll be interesting to see what they turn up with. Some have a concept that they're working towards. They've maybe picked up on the environmental aspect, and so they're working that. And again, others are just taking a more playful approach to the medium.
Exterminate, exterminate.
I'm holding together. My work isn't new.
Well, this is a sort of information, sort of super highway, technological super highway, which is sort of jammed full of lots of information. And I think that technology could be a big help in, environmental problems, but at the moment it's sort of not touching the ground much.
I was excited with what I got and excited to try and see what we can put together, but I still don't have an idea. I'm just having to play around.
It's a new experience, I would say, for all of them. Well, I've never even done this, had to create a work on a day, and then have it judged.
I actually do have a plan, which is a little bit unnerving. I don't normally have plans, so I thought I'd just start rolling up a giant ball of gunk, and we'll just see what happens at the end of it. It'd be good to sit on, at the very least.
I tried to react to what I was given initially, which were all the keys, and all of the keys had the little blue tags, and the blue tags remind me of the blue chip, and I started thinking about keys to success and what we equate with success.
I'm going to make a lampshade, if possible, out of this recycled E material, but I'm not sure how the light's going to shine through though.
I think my piece is going to end up taking the shape and form of kind of like an organic trash heap that'll just grow and expand, and probably world domination is on the cards.
I ride bikes quite a lot, so therefore, like bikes, no CO2 except for what comes out of me, and So I'm just wanting to show that and try and push more people to get on bikes and try and get out of cars.